not all roses.
Hi there, I'm Nails Mahoney, communications coach. We're going to take a look at John Lennon from 1964. I'm really looking forward to this one. Let's get into it.
Going to your artwork. You wanted to be at one stage an artist.
Yes, but as usual, I wanted to be the wrong one. I wanted to be a painter, which I was lousy at. The only thing I could do was this kind of work. But I insisted on taking painting.
Some of these drawings look as if you're preoccupied with abnormalities.
Well, I'm not really. It's just that they're not very abnormal.
Physical abnormalities.
Yeah, well, my earlier drawings when I was about 18 and 19 were really abnormal, you see. So I think they're quite normal. They might look abnormal now, but they're not. They're quite clean and fresh, I thought.
First thing I notice about him is his face. There's not a line on his face. Do you see that? There's no creases. There's no folds, there's no blemishes on his face. He's got a perfect face. It's almost like he's not from this planet. It's like he's been manufactured by some other life form. Second thing is, he's very Liverpudlian. I've got family in Liverpool and I spent a lot of my youth in Liverpool. And I got to know the people quite well. There's still loads of John Lennons walking around Liverpool. Very intelligent, very humorous, very clever people. Don't suffer fools gladly. And there's a lot of this with John Lennon. If you look when he's listening to the question from the interviewer, he's looking at him like, go on, have you got a good one for me? What are you going to do? You're going to challenge me on this one? And then when he isn't really challenged, he loses interest very quickly. It's like, oh God, all right, yeah, I'll answer the question, whatever, this, that and the other. But his Liverpool background, he was brought up to be a polite lad. It's just in the psyche of the city. They're very polite people, very nice people to deal with. And he's doing that. He's trying to be nice to the guy, but he's looking around. He's lost interest already. He's kind of doing this, that and the other. And he's the laugh is kind of, really, is that your question? It's not a great question, mate, really, not really. So it's that expression, not suffering fools gladly. Give me something more, he's saying. Give me something here.
Healthy people.
Very clean and fresh spirit of scepticism in all this. Are you naturally sceptical of things and of people and situations?
Probably, yeah.
Do you think people have a tendency to underestimate you, to think that you're barely articulate and that you don't have a mind because you're a Beatle?
They might have, yeah, I think they did for quite a time, but now they expect more. I mean, some press conferences, they'll just come in, sit down and wait for us to be witty about nothing, you know. But they won't even talk sometimes. They think we're going to give a show. So it's not all roses.
I love that bit at the end where he breaks the fourth wall. Do you see that? That's fantastic. He's talking to the interviewers going blah 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 blah, and he goes, it's not all roses. Breaks the fourth wall, talks directly to the viewer, which is fantastic. He's very well aware of what media is doing. It's almost like he knows how media works now, and he realizes the questions are being hit towards him in order to set him up for something. And he's playing with it. He's kind of going, I know what you're doing. I know the game. I know what's going on here. And I'm giving it back to you. He's still waiting for the great question, isn't he? He's still waiting for that really interesting, pointed question that he can get his teeth stuck into, and it's not arriving. And he's licking his lips. Again, you see that with so many people, licking the lips, anticipating something better to come along. And the fact that he's looking around and he's not looking directly at the interviewer shows he's looking for something else. Is there anything else out there? Is there anything that I can get my teeth stuck into here? I love the breaking the fourth wall bit. That is fantastic. Final clip here.
Is this why you play around a lot in your press conferences?
Well, no, we play around a lot. If there's just nothing happening, you know, we just mutter to ourselves. But it's usually the best playing around is when there's some good people there asking questions, you know. But if there isn't, what can you do? You know, sitting there waiting for you to entertain them, and you can't, you know, because we can only work if we've got sort of straight man, as we call them. And somebody's got to ask us something for us to say anything sort of a bit funny. Can't just go in sort of, well,
Yeah, he's tired of that, I think, at this stage, isn't he? He's tired of being the joker guy, waiting for good questions. You know, we're sitting around waiting for good questions. In other words, to the interviewer, I'm still waiting for you to ask me that good question, mate. It hasn't shown up yet. Where's the good question for me? The smiling is, he's laughing it off. He's not laughing at the interviewer, but he's laughing at the whole ridiculousness, the silliness almost, of even sitting down and having to talk about this stuff. He comes across as a guy who doesn't really have time for this, but he's trying to be polite and he's trying to be courteous to the person and he's trying to give his best, but he can only give what has been handed to him. And what's been handed to him right now is chocolate instead of a nice dinner. And he can't really get his teeth into it. It's just it's just flipping stuff to nibble on. This is 1964. So what is he, about 24, 25 years old? Very intelligent, very smart, very clued in. And you can see the early seeds of what he was going to become later with the whole bed sitting and the protesting and the songwriter that he was becoming. A huge fan of John Lennon. There were so many layers you could go into with this man. I thought it'd be interesting to have a look at him in his earlier stage just to see the nucleus of what he was about to become. Thanks for suggesting that. That was a subscriber suggestion. Really appreciate it. I'm Niels Mahoney, Communications Coach. Thanks for watching this video. And if you'd like to hit that subscribe button, that'd be amazing. Or the one down there. And I'll see you next time round for the next video. Cheers for now.